Alright guys, in this video I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how the government is looking at changing the residency rules for being a tax resident of Australia. Now this has been in the pipeline for quite a while. It got sort of put in the bottom drawer during COVID, and then apparently it's back on someone's desk and it's gone out for consultation. There is a proposed set of changes, but nothing is confirmed. But what we're talking about here is what they are calling a bright line test for Australia's residency rules. So anyone who's ever looked at the residency rules will know that they are a bit vague, they are a little bit subjective and open to interpretation, and that can make it difficult for tax planning in some respects. You can sort of work it in your favour as well in some instances. But what this new residency test is aiming to do is to make it more of a yes-no black and white equation, where it's going to be very straightforward whether you are a tax resident or whether you are a non-resident or a foreign resident for tax purposes in Australia. So I don't think that's a bad thing in itself. That aspect of it is good, having a bit more clarity in it. But what about if this new bright line test makes it harder to cease residency with Australia? So that's what we're going to look at here. Because with the current set of rules, you can more or less exit the Australian tax system in the year that you leave. There is a bit of a process to it. You have to tick all the right boxes and essentially cut a lot of ties and definitely leave the country, but it can be done. The new proposed rules, this bright line test, could make ceasing residency in Australia more difficult. So in a nutshell, what is the bright line residency test? I'm just going to give you a simplified version of it here. There is a bit more to it, but the sort of scenario that would apply to most expats leaving would be a little bit like this. If you are considered a long-term tax resident of Australia, under this definition, under these rules, that would be if you have been a tax resident of Australia for 3 consecutive years, you would be regarded as a long-term resident. So this would capture most people, most Australian residents who are looking to leave Australia and go live in a new country. Now, if you are regarded as a long-term resident and you want to leave Australia and exit the Australian tax system, you must spend less than 45 days per financial year in this year, plus the 2 previous years. So under this scenario, you are more or less on the hook as an Australian tax resident for 3 years before you can exit the system. Once you have successfully completed your exit and you are a non-resident for tax purposes in Australia, if you come back and you spend 45 days or more in a tax year, you will again likely become a tax resident of Australia. So you have to stay out of the country and not come back for sort of more than 6 weeks essentially. There are other factors involved, but this is a simplified version of how the new system would work. Now that sounds pretty terrible, doesn't it? If these proposed changes get up, which they probably will, there might be some changes, some tinkering around the edges, but it probably will look similar to how it is proposed now. You can't complete your exit from Australia until you're gone for 3 years. Under the current rules, the current residency rules that will no longer be in play if the bright line test is approved, you can essentially exit the system from the moment you leave. So on the face of it, it doesn't look that good at all, really, if you want to sort of leave the country, cut your ties and sort of establish yourself elsewhere and tax plan around that. But you might be saved by a double taxation agreement. Tax treaties are important because when you are a resident of 2 countries at the same time, under the various countries' domestic rules, there is a set of tiebreaker rules, as they call it, that will essentially work out which country has the ultimate right to tax you as a tax resident. And what they look at is things like, where do you have a permanent home available to you? Where is your habitual abode? Where do you have more personal and economic ties, and this kind of thing? So even if you are still a resident of Australia and, as an example, at the same time a resident of Thailand, under the tax treaty, you might be able to say, hang on, I've satisfied these tiebreaker rules, so therefore essentially I will be a tax resident of Thailand and not Australia. This is generally how the tax treaties work. Not all tax treaties are the same. There are differences from country to country. It's a contract between 2 countries. So you have to make sure that you study or you get advice on the particular tax treaty that is applicable to you. But if these tiebreaker rules in the DTA work in your favour, that could be beneficial to you. Most countries do have tax agreements with each other, but not all do. An example for an Australian who might work in the finance sector and they are based in Hong Kong, Hong Kong does not have a tax treaty between themselves and Australia. So someone in that sort of scenario could be adversely affected if they have left Australia, they're working and living in Hong Kong, but Australia won't let them exit the tax system until they've been out of the country for 3 years. Now, if you're interested in getting some analysis done on how a tax treaty applies to your situation, we can help out with that. If you want help in what you need to do to successfully exit the Australian tax system, or another country for that matter, and establish residency in a new country, we can assist with that. Another thing to be aware of if you are exiting the Australian tax system, and other countries have this as well, not all countries, there will be an exit tax situation potentially, so the government will take a bite on the way out the door as well. But then after that, you'll be sort of free to the system, free to sort of structure things in a more optimized way and potentially get better value for your tax money. If you're interested in any of this stuff, head over to offshorenature.com. If you have any questions, drop us a contact form there. If you want to do some consulting, you can book a call as well. We can help you to make all these things happen for you. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you later.